Our next inductee, Don Morcone. Class of 1951, track and field, varsity, 3 years, 49, 50, and 51. Captain of the indoor track and outdoor track. Boston Globe's All-Scholastic, Natick High School MVP, track and field in 1951. National track and field meet, 3rd place. All New England track meet, 2nd place. The Massachusetts state record, undefeated in dual meets, junior and senior year. The state relay champion in the 800 meet. I mean, it goes on and on and on. As I mentioned, he was from the class of 51, a track and field athlete at Natick High School, running on both the indoor and outdoor track teams. He was a member of the first ever indoor track team as a sophomore. And that first indoor season consisted of meets against Concord, Watertown, Milton, the state meet, and the Greater Boston meet. And in the Greater Boston meet, Don medaled in the 1,000-yard run, something unheard of at the time for a sophomore runner. And then moving to outdoor track, his sophomore year, Don continued winning. This time it was the 1/2 mile run, the first of many race wins in his career. And when Don's track career at Natick High School was over, his legacy included undefeated, never beaten in dual meets in the 1,800 during his junior and senior years. He was a member of the relay team that won the state relay championship, the Massachusetts state record holder in the 1,000, the 2nd place finish in the 1,000 at the All New England track meet. It goes on and on and on. And as I mentioned, captain of the indoor track team, captain of the outdoor track team, Boston Globe All-Scholastic, and the Natick High MVP in track and field. Now, as a student, Don was a member of the Safety Patrol, Glee Club, Sassaman Board. You remember those? I flunked off all of them. During his sophomore year, and again as a senior, Don was a member of the Student Council and Executive Board as he was class president both years. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a huge round of applause for this truly amazing athlete, Don Morcone.
Don Morcone, from the class of 1951, was a track and field athlete at Natick High School, running on both the indoor and outdoor track teams. He was a member of the first ever indoor track team as a sophomore. The first indoor season consisted of meets against Concord, Watertown, and Milton, the state meet, and the Greater Boston meet. In the Greater Boston meet, Don Morcone medaled in the 1,000-yard run, something unheard of at the time for a sophomore runner. Moving to outdoor track his sophomore year, Don Morcone continued winning. This time it was the 1/2 mile run, the first of many race wins in his career. When Don Morcone's track career at Natick High School was over, his legacy included undefeated, never beaten in dual meets in the 1,000 and 800 during his junior and senior years. Member of the relay team that won the state relay championship in the 800. Massachusetts state record holder in the 1,000. 2nd place finish in the 1,000 at the All New England track meet. 3rd place finish in the national track and field meet. Captain of the indoor track team. Captain of the outdoor track team. Boston Globe All-Scholastic, and Natick High School MVP in track and field. As a student, Don Morcone was a member of the Safety Patrol, Glee Club, Sassaman Board. During his sophomore year, and again as a senior, Don Morcone was a member of the Student Council and Executive Board as he was class president for both years. 2015 Natick High School Athletic Hall of Fame inductee from the class of 1951, Don Morcone.
I have only a 4-hour speech. I want to tell you, first of all, that if my voice sounds a little strange, it's because I have Parkinson's disease. And occasionally my voice gets a little bit difficult to hear. So if I'm not talking and you can't hear me, just yell. This won't take too long, I don't think. "66 years ago, imagine, in the fall of 1949, the class of 1951 arrived at Natick High School. I was fortunate enough to be one of those students. It was an exceptionally athletic group, exceptionally. On the other hand, I had no athletic ability at all, but I decided to get some. For beginners, I would become a football star. That goal did not match my capabilities at all. Anyway, I was assigned a space called a hole. The hole was to be protected from letting the enemy through it and to help get our guys out of it. But it was like a revolving door while I was taking care of it, and nothing was happening too well. Unfortunately, the area became filled with the competition, and subsequently, I lost my job. Did not become a football star. But I was tall, so I thought maybe basketball might do it for me. But the dribbles with the ball were ineffective, often taken away to the other side. My passing was never on the mark when I mostly threw over the head of the intended receiver, or it didn't get to him at all. Then, to my every happy memory, I discovered track and all its magic ramifications. Track assigns specific tasks to different people. Long runs, short runs, long jumps, on and on and on. People are tested and qualified to run in a specific event, and no one else is responsible for what happens during that performance, except the person who's performing it. In track, the relay is the single event involving more than one player. The result of an event are controlled by time, always the time, which measures the player's ability to function within the various requirements of each event. The main thing was you run fast, you never look back. Those are the rules for the runner. It worked for me to my happiness. Run fast, never look back. I want to thank my sponsor, Henry Grady, and the board for voting me into the Natick Hall of Fame. It is a distinct pleasure to have that happen. And to further young aspirants, and to further young kids coming along, I want to say, even at 83 years old, there can be no bigger surprise than something that comes that you never expected. Enjoy them when they come.